We check in with Chuck Benson here on the Domino's Post-Game Report. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside the Eagles head coach. Chuck, you told me pregame that as long as Lincoln Memorial's three-point shots weren't falling, you thought Carson-Newman stood a better-than-average chance, but LMU came out and made 9 of 18 in the first half. What sticks out to you about this one?
The outcome itself is disappointing. But what is much, much more disappointing to me is our performance, specifically our lack of follow-through on our prep plan. We spend a lot of time as a staff, as a program, as a team, preparing for opponents. And to literally be exploited like we were exploited in the first 4 minutes of the game. When I tell you I didn't anticipate that, I didn't. I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming because, again, we were very much prepared for that. But people have got to follow through. You got to follow through, and if you don't follow through, a team as talented as Lincoln Memorial can really take advantage of that.
Worst shooting night of the season. How much of that was Carson-Newman centric? How much of that was an LMU team that came into this game top 20 in field goal?
Well, it was primarily their defense, and then our lack of positive response. Again, we had talked a great deal about they are really good defensively. You're not going to be able to get them on the first attack. It's going to be the second, third, maybe fourth attack. So have the poise and the resiliency to let it come. Don't feel like you have to force it. But it was the perfect storm for us. You come down here and you watch them make threes. You go on the other end, and our guys, instead of responding, like I said, with poise and staying locked in to our plan, guys start trying to make one-on-one plays. And as you know, Kev, that's not what we do.
No.
That's not what we do. Our whole thing this year has been about sharing the basketball. We have a season low, 10 assists?
Yeah.
We're averaging 20 assists. That means we're moving the ball, sharing the ball. We didn't do that, guys, start trying to make plays, and it completely snowballed. And this game, in terms of outcome, was over before it started on so many levels now in hindsight. What we do now is we learn from it. I will say this. I think LMU was unbelievably motivated and excited for the opportunity. They were – a preseason, number 3 in the country, 4 in the country,
yeah.
Preseason number 1 in our league. They had a couple of bumps along the way, but I think you saw tonight what you and I have been saying all along, that, man, this team is very talented, and sooner or later they're gonna get this thing going. And I think tonight was a step in that direction.
Even their offensive numbers took a dip late. Had Rondi Hackett taking some threes, Stephen Perrier taking some threes, some guys that normally aren't going to shoot it.
Yeah.
From beyond the arc. So even that, 13 of 35, that's not a great percent. It's not a terrible percent, but really and truly, you look at that 9 of 18.
It was the first half.
From the first half.
The first half. I mean, we played them to a standstill the second half. So it goes back to those threes the first half, and again, you knew we knew exactly who the guys taking them were going to be. Dowling and Taylor, and we had veteran guys out on that court that were involved in the breakdowns in our defensive coverage. And what we do now, Caps, we got to learn from it. We got to learn from it. This is early. This game told us a lot more about us than the first 5 did. This game told us a lot more about us, and you and I had a lot of talks about what this season could look like, and let's always keep that in mind. Let's always keep that in mind.
You look at this one. You had a week off after a subpar performance against Tennessee Wesleyan.
Yeah.
Did that week off help or hurt in this situation?
I don't think either. I mean, every team's schedule has at some points those week breaks. We tried to maximize the time. I felt like just purely from a preparation standpoint, I feel like we're more prepared for this game than any game we've had yet. When I tell you they literally did exactly what we thought they were going to do, they did. We just couldn't stop it. We couldn't stop it. And on the other end, They did defensively exactly what we thought they were going to do, and we couldn't capitalize. So, hats off to them. Hats off to them. And as I said, these experiences have got to be diagnosed properly. They got to be diagnosed properly. And this is a very early start of the season, and we came into a really, really tough environment, a rivalry game that undoubtedly, this was a big deal for their fans and so forth. I thought they did a really good job of being a sixth man. So it was a good experience for us. We've got to take the lessons from this and build on it.
All right, Chuck, pleasure as always. We'll talk to you Saturday at Wingate.
Thanks, Captain.
That is Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson.